Welcome to Hume Lake. This is the table we sat at in the fall of 2019. Joy and myself and a group of 11 young adults. We tried young adult ministry in a few different ways, series of Bible studies, sometime around our fire pit in the back of our house. But we were all interested in a little bit more intentional form of discipleship in community. And we've experienced something that is intentional and transformational in the Theta community. That rule of life that we introduced in 2019, not only around this table, but walking with 7 stops around Hume Lake, was something we all committed to for 1 year. And along the way, a number of older adults started to want to live in this way of life too, in the Telos community and in the Omega community. Here's a couple things that we've learned about following Jesus in the last couple years. First of all, there's a wedding between God's truth and the living of our life, between not only what we think about God, but how it takes form in our practice. We've learned something from the ancient sources that this is to have impact in our daily life and in our bodies as much as our souls. Secondly, we've learned that following Jesus is not complicated, but it's also not easy. That is, it's simple. Love God and love one another, but that's anything but easy. That it takes shape in our lives in very real ways. So we've learned that following Jesus is highly invitational, but also challenging. Jesus said, "Come, follow me." High invitation. He said, "I will make you." That's high invitation, but also high challenge. He also said, "If anyone comes after me, they would deny themselves, take up their cross and follow me." High invitation, high challenge. We've also found that not only is following Jesus highly invitational, highly challenging, it's also totally non-coercive. That I can't make discipleship decisions for you. I can't follow Jesus for you. I can only give you the invitation and the challenge just as Jesus does. Jesus actually let people walk away. It's one of the things in the New Testament that I go get them, go follow them, Jesus. But he let them go. And of course, we have to as well. And thirdly, following Jesus is more together than alone. Believing and becoming is connected to belonging, a shared life, a common life. It says in the book of Acts, and they devoted themselves. It wasn't just one person, but together as that early Christian community, they devoted themselves to the apostles' teaching, to the fellowship, to the breaking of bread, and to the prayers. This is a rule of life. This is a shape that they wanted their life to take that God had given them. What's going to happen at the weekend coming up? Well, a few things. One, there's going to be an exploration of this way. What does it mean for my real life? Not just my Sunday life, but my Monday life. Not just my soul, but my body. We're going to explore that together. Secondly, there's going to be an invitation to this way for the next year, and living in that way with a group of others, with a community. You'll be invited to join, but you will not be pressured to join. There's also going to be yummy food, teaching, and testimony from a few people, few friends of mine that have been living in this way for a few years. What difference it's made in their life. So who is it for? 3 kind of people. 1, members of Trinity who are looking for a more intentional form of following Jesus. 2, leaders at every level at Trinity. Strongly encourage any leader. We really want you to be a part of this. And then thirdly, those who would be exploring membership at Trinity. This would serve as the beginning of our new member orientation, and we would love to have you be there. What does that mean? It's for everybody. It's for you. I hope you can join us. Look down here for the website to join.